You guys seem to ending up. Welcome back, guys, to the most important match for the day for the Dragon Duelists.
Yeah,
That is exactly how we should put it. It's the
Yeah.
semi-finals. It's not the finals, but it's so important because the two finalists, of course, fly to Worlds.
Yeah, so I just ran out towards the end of the last round and thought, you know what, there's going to be a pretty important match coming up pretty soon for
It's
the Dragon
true, yeah.
Duelists.
Good thinking.
And I decided, why not pick the match that mimics the North American World Championship qualifier finals?
Right. Guys, we're going to take you to the table because we got a little bit of an experiment going on. I'm going to run you through it while the match is underway. So let's take you to the table where we got Gabriele from Italy going up against Strahinja from Croatia. Gabriele on the right.
Croatia?
It was Croatia.
Was it not Serbia?
Oh. Now I'm getting confused again.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we got the flag. The only problem is I can never make sense of the flags.
Yo, I'm terrible with flags. I'm really bad with flags.
Yeah, we have to. But no, it's not Croatia. It's Serbia. What is? Okay, yeah. Those two are switching seats just to make sure that we're not gonna mix anything up. And it is Serbia.
Okay, back
Thank
to
you
us
for
a
the
second.
correction. I'm terrible with flags. I'm very sorry.
I'm
for
terrible
that.
with flags. I remember his father said to me before we started.
All right. So these guys are almost ready. Our little experiment goes a little like this. We're first going to feature this semi-final of the Dragon Duel tournament. And then at the same time in the background, the main event is currently still in round number 10. They're going to have the pairings ready for round number 11. I don't know, in 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, who knows.
Yeah.
We're going to pick a feature match, of course, and we're going to sit them in the feature match area. Thank
Try
you.
and swap them over.
And yes, and then if the Dragon Duel semi-finals have concluded, we are going to just swap them over, like you just said.
1, 2.
And then
bam.
suddenly we're going to be back with round 11 without any time in between,
Yeah.
which is our little experiment. Let's take you to the table, guys. Like I said, the judge is just explaining, doing some more explaining how the players are supposed to be playing. And I think with that we can get started.
Yeah, both these guys were quite excited when.
So tell us a little bit
When they
about
came
this
on
little
in.
fairy tale story that you said this was.
Yeah.
This was also the finals of the North American
Yeah,
Continentals.
so this exact matchup, or almost the exact matchup. It's Burning Abyss, Phantom Knights versus Domain Monarchs.
Mhm.
So, as from what we saw from the North American WSQ, Domain Monarchs won in the end.
Okay.
So let's see where it goes here.
Is there something that you can do and prepare your deck to, like, basically change the way that this game or match turns out?
For the Burning Abyss player, definitely he needs to be playing the Twin Twisters in the main deck, which he is. He is main decking
Three
three
copies.
copies.
That's quite the investment. Who's your favorite going into this match?
It's got to be the Domain Monarchs, purely off the back of the NAWSQ. Okay, so Gabriel's deck is indeed not Dragon Duel semi-finals. He is playing. He is playing. I'm just having an apology from Stefan here. It's fine. We'll get it sorted for you. At least you know what we're playing.
It
for
is
here.
Phantom Knights Burning Abyss.
So this is to go to Worlds.
yes.
This match is to go to Worlds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the reason why we're bringing you this here.
We didn't bury the lead. We said that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because it is the most important thing about this match.
Yeah. So, Strahinja here. That's a very complex name for me to say.
Strahinja.
With my poor accent.
It's basically like the last part of
Strahinja.
Ninja,
Yeah.
but there's a stra in front of it.
Yeah, Strahinja.
Strahinja. I'm good with names.
Yeah, you
Because
are
I
good
just
with
make
names.
up stuff like that.
Yeah.
See, my neighbor, for example, his name is Max, and his son is called Alvin. And you of course know Alvin and the Chipmunks,
Yeah,
right?
does he have one?
No, he doesn't have a chipmunk. But so you have to have something in your mind that easily connects the person to the name.
Yeah.
So whenever I see those two together, my neighbor with his son, I just think of Alvin and the chip Max instead of Chit Monks.
Wow.
And that way, the thing, it has two positive effects. First of all, I'm never ever gonna forget their names.
No.
And second, I always have a smile on my face when I see them.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's a win-win, really.
Yeah.
And they are happy that I don't forget the names.
Yeah. Okay, so just a note here, we've obviously lost our interface. This is just as we're fixing it up. But you can see what's going on here. Very standard Burning Abyss play coming out here. Seems like the Monarch player didn't open too well.
Well, yeah, double idols, I think, is what. I think we have to reload our app. There we go. We're gonna have that up for you shortly. The card names on the side, or we might not.
They're just reloading the whole interface.
Okay, right. There we go. Let's just bring that up on the right-hand side in just a second.
Yep, so here's the Dante. Very standard. I didn't see what he milled, but there's a Terratop and stuff. Here we go.
Yeah.
Fixed.
Didn't miss anything, guys.
No. So direct attack from Dante going in there.
That succeeded.
Strahinja here. Wow, 3 to the back row.
Pretty good start.
Yeah.
2 fork blades.
Yep. So obviously, in Domain Monarchs, you want to be going first, and unfortunately, he's gone second here.
Didn't the Monarch player go first?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
He
yeah,
just
he
said
must
a
have.
card. He
He
just said
didn't.
the Twin Twisters, and that was it.
Ah, okay.
Which he
his-
plays, by
yeah,
the way, just now. What
hand
are his
wasn't too
hits?
That was 2.
It's
front and
funnily
right.
enough, he didn't hit his opponent's Twin Twisters, but he did hit both of the Fog Blades,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
So Strahinja here playing Mithra. He's going to use one of those tokens. So when Mithra summoned, you give your opponent a token, which is actually pretty good against Burning Abyss, because the token's not a Burning Abyss most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, but we haven't seen that before, did we?
No, Mithra, no. Mithral, I think his name is.
I think
Mithral.
we haven't seen that move the entire weekend.
Nope.
Mithra the Thunder Vassal. Nice artwork.
Yeah.
And Gabriele still holding on to a couple of cards, even though that Twin Twister definitely hurt him. I mean, those 2 Fog Blades, they could have put in some work.
Yeah.
And how crucial is that? Like when you're just left with one Phantom Fog Blade.
It's not so good, but it's enough. It's enough to at least negate, you know, the one big Monarch play that your opponent's going to do per turn.
Right.
I think Strahinja here is really struggling. He doesn't have any Monarchs,
Yeah.
any big Monarchs.
Deck is not doing what it's supposed to do.
No, he needs just one big Monarch to be able to unlock his hand here. And he's going to be able to play Tenacity, go Search,
That's what we,
and Domain.
or not what we call, but what the players like to call bricking.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what the question, can we look at the Dragon Duel history, is supposed to
No, we
imply?
don't. We don't have any stats tool for the Dragon Duels.
Right. No, we don't have that. Sorry, guys. We are making do with what we have, which is quite honestly not much. We
No.
got 2 deck lists, 2 players, 2 decks.
And a lot of parents.
Oh yes, and a bunch of parents
Yeah.
to make up for some other things that we don't have. Yes.
I made sure that the parents got their own little seating area in the feature match
yes,
area.
true.
To be
So
able
they
to
can watch how everything is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these parents are extremely supportive. I've interviewed one yesterday. Very nice conversation, also from the UK. And she said, yeah, it's a big deal for him. It's a big part of his life. And I'm 100% behind it. Like, if he can, not just because he can fly to places and everything, but like, she can tell it has a positive effect on him. Gets to know more people, gets to get out the house, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of positive effects.
I wonder who that was. I'm really interested now as to who that was.
Her name was Jacqueline,
Mm.
the parent.
Oh, maybe I know her. Maybe that name rings a bell.
Well, you can find it just like all the other segments on YouTube.
Exactly. See, that was a good plug. Good job.
Right. Yeah.
So
We did that yesterday when you did commentary for one round. We just took a walk around the venue for like 50 minutes basically and recorded everything we could find, just so players had the people at home had an idea of what it's like.
Yeah. Well, you didn't get to see the other segment that I did yesterday, which was the spiral reveal.
Oh yeah.
So I walked around the venue and got a load of players to look at the spiral cards and try and guess what they did.
See, it sounds really weird when I say that, but I think I'm the least excited person about these cards because that's the important part. I translated them 1 month ago, so you guys have the artworks, but not the card texts. I actually have both, but most of the time I'm just looking at the card text so I can translate it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, that card, yeah. Isn't that an old card? Because I looked at it 1 month ago. Okay, back to the match at hand. Like you said, the Monarch player, Strahinja, is bricking hard, if I want to use some player slang right here.
Yep.
The correct coverage term is his deck turns out to be not that consistent.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. That escalated quickly in the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
We should have seen that coming. Yeah, but Gabriele from Italy going to town, if I can borrow one phrase from your little playbook.
Yeah, it really is.
Is that already the victory? Might be, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It looks like it. Yeah, it certainly looks like it.
Maybe not.
Is there anything that keeps him from attacking further?
No, I don't think so. He's not got Prime Monarch or anything.
Yeah, and somebody asked, is Strahinja even playing any monsters with 2,400/2,800 attack? Well, yes, he is. Quite a couple
Quite
of
a
them.
lot.
Yeah.
Almost 15. Yeah, almost 15.
Right. And when do you shuffle up? I mean, of course you don't want to lose. I get that. I really get that. You want to go to Worlds. You want to be in the finals and so on and so on and so on. But if there's nothing else that you're going to see, if you know, okay, this is it, when are you just going to shuffle up?
Yeah. I think with it being such, of all the games that we say to ourselves, oh, it's not the time to shuffle up right away. It's this game. This
sometimes
is the
you
one
want to
for the
see,
World
yeah.
Championship.
Sometimes your opponent is going to show you another card that he plays, or sometimes they reveal their back row cards. Like, oh, look at what else I got, and you're like, oh, okay, you're playing this card, like a rivalry of the Warlords or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened here. That was a pretty clear, convincing victory by Gabriele.
Oh wow!
On the
I just saw
left-hand side.
Jinzo in Strahinja's deck. That's amazing. He's playing a one copy of Jinzo.
He also plays Royal Decree.
Yeah.
Just saw that.
And our favorite Battle Fader.
Yeah, Battle Fader, the MVP. If you want to become a legend on the stream, like Jake Quincy, make sure you got a Battle Fader ready for the third game when we're going to time, and there's nothing you can do to protect your life points except for a Battle Fader, and your opponent does not see it coming.
Yeah.
That is going to make for some memories.
Yeah, he definitely got it.
Amstrad Goblin goes out. Not that surprising.
No.
It's a very good card to side out.
Yep.
It's like a choker card.
Yeah, always comes out.
And how nervous would you be if you were playing there?
Oh, I couldn't be able to contain myself.
What was it like when you were 12 years old playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Pretty scary. I mean, I used to...
See, the thing is, I set this up as a joke question. I didn't think you would say, oh, I wasn't 12 years old when I started Yu-Gi-Oh! But of course you were.
Yeah,
because
we were.
you're still young. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just crazy. I started playing when I was. No, I don't even want to say. I was way too old. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, well, I started playing when I was. How old? It was 14 years ago. Around 10 years old when I started playing.
We're gonna make sure to get some pictures of that, so we can
Yeah.
show it on the
There
stream.
probably is somewhere.
We can cut it in as one frame. That's the handshake, very sportsmanlike. Always a little easier to offer it when you're leading.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, gotta say that. All right, let's see what happens in game 2. Again, Gabriele on the left, Strahinja on the right. We see a domain of the true monarchs for Strahinja. No monarch to be seen yet.
It's a good first card to have.
Yeah, but he wants to have a monarch, I heard.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find one in this opening hand for the second game. Yeah, quite,
yeah,
kinda. Matches his fiend, almost counts as a monarch.
Yeah.
Does have the correct stats.
Yes.
2-4 and
Yeah,
1000.
2-4, 1000, yeah. Oh, it's the same as old monarch. Exactly the same.
All right, let's take a look at the opening hand that Gabriele has.
So
Phantom Knights of Silent Boots, Cowcup.
Oof.
Oof, that's a lot of anti.
That's a lot of anti, especially when there's not a lot of spells going to be played when he's already played his turn.
Yeah. Do you set those in when you go second? I think we've had this discussion before.
Yeah, you're ahead. Why not?
Okay, yeah, that was your logic, yeah. When you're ahead, why not risk it?
Yeah. Also, at the point that you side deck, you don't get to pick. Like, you've not picked. Going first or second. Yeah, he's going to give him return. Like, there's no reason not to in there. Again, it all comes down to whether he has a monarch. But I don't think he can summon here. Unless, what did he draw? Oh, Eidos. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Then.
There we go. He did find his monarchs.
Oh.
But there's an effect Veiler.
Okay, so that's for the plans.
Turning Eidos into a blank for the turn being.
Yeah, so that's it.
Instead of for the time
Stopped
being.
him off, and that's kind of troubling because he's going to play anti-spell fragrance, and he's not going to be able to play domain.
So suddenly the card is really good.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. If it's one of these situations where suddenly, oh yeah, I happen to be able to get it on the board, and then in an effective manner, then yeah, it wins me the game.
Yeah.
So he's going to be at least 2 turns. He's going to get 2 full turns without domain on the field. That's pretty good.
That is, yeah, I was about to say, that's pretty good. Okay, there's 2 copies of the anti-spell fragrance. Twin Twister would be big.
Yeah.
That's, why, wait.
Okay,
why didn't he just flip right away the anti-spell fragrance?
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference in this bit.
It's a quick play anyway, yeah, but...
There's probably some miscommunication between the players here.
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't matter, that's true, but generally speaking, that's like the first thing you do after you pass in that situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
So
we're going to see one. And
but still, actually, now that I think about it, he's just got this. He can just Stormforth for Majesty's Fiend and then be like, lol, you can't do anything now.
yeah, I'm sure he's not going to forget about the lol. That's the most important part.
Here we go. Here's the lol. That's the lol.
That is, indeed.
He's just gonna hit him for 24, like 4 times, and that's gonna be it. Honestly, this is how this card works.
The deck.
Yeah. Well, no, Majesty's Fiend.
Oh yeah, yeah. Majesty's Fiend does that. Yes, that's true. I take everything back. Let's put him up.
I heard you like playing card games.
Yeah.
I don't.
The interactive ones.
Yeah.
Like the ones where you. He's reading this anti-spell fragrance. What did he draw? We don't see it yet, but we're going to see it in a second.
So
he did draw into an Erebus.
You can play domain this time.
That's fine. Just
he drew,
more monsters is not a problem at the moment.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter here. I wonder what the ruling is here.
I think it's just a question how does
the
maybe
card
translation.
Work? Maybe translation.
Or translation, of course, yeah. Well, fortunately, we do have somebody on the table who's
multilingual.
Yeah, multilingual who speaks Italian, so that is easy enough.
So that's number 2.
Number 2?
The second attack of a Majesty's Fiend.
Okay.
Two
This is
of
what we're
4.
counting. Sorry.
Yeah, we're counting.
I know we are counting, but yeah. Your prediction so far, very spot on. So
Let's see.
Gabriele does have the Phantom Knights of Silent Boots and Effect Veiler.
Regeki Darko?
What kind of card is he looking for here?
Regeki Darko is what he's looking for.
That he has to set and wait for a turn thanks to his own
Yeah.
card. Ugh. Doesn't sound like good odds, to be honest.
No. So another hit.
Oh, as a set monster, it buys him some time. That's not big.
Attack.
But
Strange. Strange that he... Okay, he set Eidos because then he contribute it for the next Majesty's Fiend. Just in case.
But we might not even get there. Gabriele drew into the Phantom Knights of Rack Gloves, but I think that was last turn, right? I think the app is a little bit behind. Now we see Twin Twisters.
Wait, he had Twin Twisters this whole time?
Yeah, I think he said it last turn, but the thing is, it happened so quickly on the app that we didn't even see the card pop up. But that is, of course, a very big deal.
Yeah.
So now he gets rid of the domain.
Now he's questioning whether Boots is an effect or not.
All right, so domain he can get rid of.
Yeah,
Can he still get rid of Majesty's Fiend?
Can we have a look at Boots? I can't remember the text of it as to whether it is an effect.
Yeah, waiting for it to show up. Here we go.
Ah, okay, I can't even see the colon.
You can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon once per turn this way. Spell trap card from your deck to your hand.
It's
you
whether
can only use this effect of the Phantom Knights of Silent Boots once per turn.
Yeah, so there's no colon. Yeah, there's no colon, so it's an inherent summon. So he's able to do it. Okay, I think that's an appeal.
Yeah.
Just saw the head judge
Then we got a bit of a
popping in here. Oh no, he's not. Oh, okay, coming back to us for a second.
It's a bit of a back and forth with communications.
Yeah, a few translation things as well.
The question is basically, you said it already, does Majesty's Fiend do anything against the card?
Yeah, I think it doesn't do anything because it's unable to it doesn't activate. It's an inherent summon. I think the next question might be whether Gloves activates when so the Gloves effect when you overlay into a dark monster.
Right.
It gives the dark monster 1,000 attack points. I think it's whether that activates or not. I'm pretty sure it does.
Luke is doing his typing thing. Fortunately for us, round 11 of the main event has just started, and for that reason, our head judge was actually on the way in here to just take a look for himself. So Hector, the head judge of the main event, is basically next to the table. He also speaks 3 or even 4 languages.
What I just said. The Gloves, it's the Gloves plus 1,000 versus Majesty's Fiend.
Right. So yeah, Hector is going to clear this up for the guys. Fortunately, he doesn't even need a translator because he can speak all those languages himself. And with that, we basically have the resolution of the situation in just a second, and then we're going to continue with our match. I think they have come to an agreement. Yes, and now Gabriele is looking through his extra deck. What is he looking for, Luke?
Probably Breaksword.
Breaksword. It's always Breaksword, isn't it?
Actually, no, Breaksword's not going to work. He's going to need something that's got big... Yeah, okay, Dante.
Okay,
yeah, now I think about it, Breaksword's only got 2,000 attack.
Right.
He needs something to get over...
So he found a way to stop the 4 attacks game plan that Strahinia came up with.
Yeah.
He now has to come up with a different plan.
He's probably going to tribute summon Karaz. Karaz is no effect for Karaz. Ah, okay, yeah. If he'd have kept the domain instead of it being twin twisted, he could have won there. Oh, okay, yeah. He just plays Stormforth. Oh, he can't because of anti-spell fragments. He sets Stormforth. Then next turn
he tries to play it, but
okay. So now he's going to shuffle his hand.
He's going to pretend that it's not going to be there where it is. Oh, no, he's not.
That'll work.
He's actually switching plans.
Here we go. Number 3. Woo! That's number 3, Majesty's Fiend.
Yeah, I mean that's a good backup plan, to be honest.
Yeah, just
even
distribute
more
some in the Erebus. Yeah.
Depressing for the opponent, who's like, well, I got something to stop you from doing this. I got my anti-spell fragrance. And it's like, okay, in that case, I just go back to plan B, which is just as good.
Yeah.
And suddenly, Gabriele basically finds himself in the same situation he was earlier. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, he can access his extra deck, but without any effects, that's not going to do much. And that concludes the second game with Strahinja getting the win 1-1
Wow,
between these
this is
two
tense.
Dragon Duelists.
This
yes.
is tense. The
It-
final. This is the
not the
match that
semi-finals, but yes.
needs to be won. The
Yeah.
winner of this is going to the World Championships.
And now Strahinja might have all the momentum. We have seen that very often when somebody loses the first game, then bounces back, wins the second game. They just go on and go on a roll basically and win the third game.
Yeah.
Do you think this is what's going to happen here, or is Gabriele going to be able to focus again?
Right. So I can tell you now that this side deck from Strahinja, adding the extra Majesty's Fiend, probably adding various other cards to really craft his deck to defeat the Burning Abyss matchup. That's going to be the
difference
deal breaker
maker?
here. Yeah. Okay. So there's just a
There's a bit
chat
of
happening going on here.
yeah. I'm not quite sure. Andrea is telling Gabriele some things how the tournament is running, I guess.
Yep.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I guess it's still about this ruling.
Yeah, probably.
thingy.
I think the way that you know the thing with the Dragon Duelist, obviously, I can't really speak about multilinguals because I've not got much under my belt. But you know, the Dragon Duelist being so young, haven't really learnt too
That was
much
another handshake,
of a
and
common language yet.
I just want to give credit where credit is due. Gabriele initiated the handshake, even though he lost the last game.
Oh,
So
there you go.
that is definitely speaking highly of him. Well done. Fair play to Italy, to Gabriele, and to Strahinja. It's nice to see that at such an early age. Some would say you see it more often at the early age than you see it at the higher age.
Yeah.
Sadly enough.
Yeah, but it's, you know, this is
Here we go.
this is 1-1. This is absolutely the
Yeah. The big question, is the Monarch deck going to be inconsistent, or is he going to have a real opening?
just looking at the hands here. You can see that he's got anti-spell, but he's also got Twin Twisters. So
Yeah, Gabriele is going to go first here with Graf and Liebig, and then Dante. Can't really complain about that opening.
he's probably gonna.
Let's go back to the Monarchs. You say this is one of the...
This is just really busted.
He also has the Twin Twisters, of course, and
Yeah.
it's going to be a 2-for-2.
Yeah,
Ooh,
this is really unfortunate because he's got Idea as well.
this might
Yeah,
be over
he's got Idea as
quickly.
well. Whoa, this is going to be a massive Twin
Okay,
Twisters.
guys, don't
blink.
even blink. This is going to be it.
Draw
He's-
phase. We're in the draw phase. You don't want to play anything.
No, you don't.
This is what he's saying.
See, it doesn't really make a difference, does it?
No, it makes no difference. Because, you know, Strahinja has turn player priority here.
Okay, maybe...
Gabriela looks at the face downs and thinks, oh dear.
I love the way that he's like, these are my two targets. Here you go, your two cards. Oof.
Wow.
That Twin
that's
Twister
big.
could be game
That
game
is so
deciding.
big. That is
Yeah.
so big.
So suddenly that good opening that Gabriele had just ended with just the Beatrice.
Yeah, here's tenacity. Here's my ether. Wow.
Oof.
This is
Okay, now, guys,
Yeah.
if you've never seen a Monarch deck in action, watch
Here we go.
closely. This is what they do.
Patheism, pitch prime.
Search,
Probably.
search.
Yeah, okay,
Become
idea
suddenly
first.
super consistent.
Yeah. So there's going to be one small disruption here. At most, he's going to be able to Farfar it, or I don't even know. What is he going to try? Okay, I don't. Okay, yeah, he's going to be able to negate Eidos, actually. Now that I think about it, that's quite clever. Yeah, so he negates Eidos. Still, he's got Beatrice, and that is it.
Yeah, it's just a momentary upset, basically.
Yeah.
Just a little stone lying in the path of Strahinja, of basically making the most of the Monarch deck here.
Just quick, now that I think more about this, maybe it wouldn't work quite how they want here, because Alec met its trigger first, it might actually have to go on chain first, which would make it chain link 1, and then chain link 2 would be Eidos, but that's
Okay.
fine. Obviously, the judges have decided here.
Well, in any case.
Okay, Vassal is. Yeah, Vassal is mandatory, so it would always have to go on the chain link first,
Right.
regardless. So
We see more searching, more flattening out the draws,
Yeah.
basically, for the Monarch deck.
yeah, so you know, Patheism here just saying, "Can you pick one of these for me to take?"
Yeah. Can I just take that card and add it to my hand, please?
Yeah.
There are a million ways to make a mockery out of your opponent with this Monarch deck, to be honest. It's like, here's 3 times the same card, pick one. It's like,
So he's going to set that Stormforth.
All right, so
And
we
now this is troubling for the Burning Abyss player.
yeah, it certainly is. And he doesn't even know that he is in a world of trouble, does he?
No, well, he knows Stormforth is there. He's seen Ether. He revealed it with Tenacity. So he kind of knows that this is not a good spot.
Strania might as well play with his hand reveal at this point.
Yeah, I think he only doesn't know about the other Ether and the other Eidos. So it's brought almost all the same cards anyway.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, but wait, there's more.
All right, let's see. Where would you go from here? What would be your next play when you're Gabriele?
What's he got in his hand? See, he has Tour Guide. I think he's got to start making just... He needs to grind through the Ether and hope that his opponent doesn't have more stuff, but that's just not a great way to play. The problem with Monarchs is they're so... at any point, they can just stop you playing.
Yeah, so that's the effect of Beatrice.
Yeah, so let's see what he decides to go with here. I think he's more trying to use Graph. So he sends a Cloak. So he's going to use Farfar's effect on Idia. Okay, that's a good move. He could have chained there. He could have chained Ether, but decided against it.
Right. But he did play the Monarch Stormforth, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. When is the correct point in time to make the most of this effect?
As soon as we see 3 monsters on his field, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, he's going to go now. He's pulling the trigger now. He's going to tribute the Beatrice and the Eidos for the Ether. Now, many effects are getting triggered right now. Yeah, Beatrice wouldn't trigger. It's only when it's destroyed. I'm almost sure of that.
Yeah, it's too much card text. Even if you bring it up on the right-hand side, nobody's going to be able to read it.
That's a good point.
I'm pretty certain of that.
I'm almost sure of it that it's only when it's destroyed. Yeah, destroyed by an opponent's card. But now there's all sorts of chain that's going on. There's Eidos, there's Ether, there's the Liebig. Yeah, so he actually turned out okay here because he had a Liebig underneath it.
Yeah.
So he's able to get another monster that's... So people are thinking, oh, Alex on the field, but its effects being negated, that's why it's not going to be destroyed. He's going to get Kuraz. I think this is a pretty good move, actually. He should destroy Alec. He should destroy Alec and Kuraz. Yeah, that's a good decision. So he's just going to quickly shuffle. He gets to draw a card. Nothing to...
Fair enough.
Yeah, just getting that out of the way is a good thing. Because if he'd have drawn that for his natural draw for the turn, wouldn't have been too pleased.
All right, where do we go from here?
I think Strahinja is actually in a better spot. Gabriela has no follow-ups, really. He's already done his normal summon, if I remember correctly. He's summoned Cloak. I think he's holding onto that Torgai just a little bit too long. Hold it kind of card.
So we got 2 Phantom Knights on the field. Wow. The Ancient Cloak, the Silent Boots.
He drew Effect Veiler from the Kuraz.
Oof.
That's impressive.
I can, of course, not use it in this turn, but maybe next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's alive!
we have a Matt Bell on the set.
Yeah.
He's just looking at his bottle of water, thinking, "I need to drink all of this."
All right. It's one of these tense situations where you're like, there's not so much that you can do, I guess. Or am I wrong? Are there like a million options and I'm just not seeing them?
Well, he can exceed someone.
Yeah, but only so many targets.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got limited options.
Strahinja is thinking of whether he's going to bring out a second Ether.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know why he would.
Well, he does go for it.
Yeah. That seems strange because there's nothing else to interrupt. You can't interrupt any more plays. There's no other Monarchs that can.
So you don't seem to agree with that play, of course.
Hold on, am I just completely making this up? He might be able to. Okay, let's just wait and see. He's got a second Kuraz, I think. Does he have a second?
He's got Eidos and Mystical Space Typhoon in hand.
Yeah, he's got a second Kuraz. Now he's just thinking, is Kuraz once per turn? I don't think it is. I remember once playing a Magical Explosion deck that used Kuraz and Different Dimension Revival. No, Different Dimension Return, the equip spell card. That you can multiple Kurazes. So yeah, I think he is. Yeah, okay. He should have.
There we go.
I think he should have hit Cloak, not Boots. Because Boots is going to get him a trap card.
So he didn't normal summon yet? Apparently. That is now the big question.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought that he'd already used Cloak. Or maybe he used Fogblade to get it. Okay, Sword. Okay, yeah, he got it back with Fogblade. He must have secretly banished that, and we just didn't see.
Sneaky.
Okay, so yeah, his plays can extend pretty far here now. He's going to be able to.
So all of a sudden, it looks like Gabriel is basically in this match.
Yeah,
when
definitely.
we earlier said, "Oh, okay, Strahinja has got this."
Steel Ether is on 2,800 attack points. That's a big monster. There's no Burning Abyss monster that can out-battle.
Just attack over it, yeah. And he doesn't have something like a Kalut, like we saw earlier.
No.
That can also get the job done.
Yeah.
All right, all good things come in threes. 3 monsters for Gabriele.
With level 3, going into a rank 3. It's all about the threes. This is match number 3. You started something, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Just glad it's not 3 o'clock yet. Still early in the day today. Yesterday we just kicked things off with the tournament like half an hour ago. Today we're already 2 rounds into the tournament. 2.5, you could say.
Yeah.
So let's talk about progress.
Yeah.
All right.
Levia. You can play Levia, get back the boots.
One of the earliest releases of Exceed Monsters.
Yeah.
It's still good.
As Dante, they're going to overlay. He's going to make some plays now. But still, he's on 8,000 life points. Oh, he's got a Mask of Restrict in hand. Ah, okay, that's bad. Oh, but he drew the MST earlier.
Yeah. There's a Mask of Restrict for Gabriele that he drew, and the answer that Strahinja drew is the MST. So fair play to these guys.
Still, in all honesty, if he if he doesn't kind of leave the field with any kind of disruption, then Strahinja is going to be able to put Domain on the field and block that extra deck. All he needs to draw is a Monarch.
Well, easier said than done. We've seen that first game.
He's going to protect himself with the Prime Monarch now, I think. Yeah, definitely. Definitely good choice. So, he's blocking all of those attacks with the Prime Monarch because it's big.
Because it's big.
Because it's big.
Yeah, it's such a simple statement. We usually have some elaborate saying, this is a great combo, and if you play this and this and this card, then you can do this.
No,
here it's just like, this card is good because it's big.
He's built a wall.
Yeah, and he's going to make his opponent pay for it.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
Well, he doesn't have Monarch. He's kind of in a bad spot.
It's funny how it all changes because of one card.
Yeah, why is Gabriel not... I don't understand.
It's the semi-blind MST. It's kind of weird. It did hit the Mask of Restrict, but I'm confused why the Mask of Restrict didn't get activated first.
Yeah, same.
It's like
he's done this with everything, including the anti-spell fragrance.
Yeah. When normally you would expect somebody to say, okay, I don't want to see any Monarch tribute summons, so I'm going to activate my Mask of Restrict. Here it is just, yeah, you can bring the first, but then I might going to flip it or something. I'm not sure what the logic is here.
Okay, he's showing him Pathism, double Stormforth. I think he's bluffing here. He's so bluffing. He really, really needs Pathism. Like, really bad. I can't over-exaggerate that he loses the game if he doesn't get Pathism.
Okay. Do you think his opponent is going to fall for it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, basically, it's well played.
Oh, yeah. You show your opponent Stormforth. Do you know how scary Stormforth is?
Yeah.
It's like, no, still anything but Stormforth.
And you can tell Gabriel is thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, well
I would
played.
love to see the faces of the players right now.
Yeah. Right now it would be perfectly. There we go.
There we go. So
Strahinja is saying, you can.
It gives him Pantheism.
You can have the Pantheism, and he doesn't seem happy about it. And look at Strahinja. Strahinja is smiling. He's like, ah, ha, ha, gotcha.
Our little dragon from Serbia here.
That was excellent, excellent play. I really gotta say.
But now I guess he's just got to hope it pays off, and that this Pantheism is going to draw him some good cards.
Let's see. This is gonna be a
Destiny
draw.
Airbus. Is that an Airbus?
I think so.
No, it's another Eidos.
Ugh.
Oh, time to build a bigger wall.
That's too sad. But
that's a real shame. He played that so well.
He did draw into the Monarch Stormforth.
He played that so well. Yeah, so he got the Stormforth anyway.
Yeah. Not bad.
But he's not going to lose this turn. I don't think there's a way. There's like when Levier gets on the board, you can only play your Phantom Knights. You can't play your Burning Abyss monsters.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't work.
So much stalling. At first we thought this would be over quickly with that opening hand that Strahinja had. Time has just been called, by the way. I didn't even realize we were already 40 minutes in.
Whoa.
But yes, we are. My own clock is saying the same thing. Wow, that went a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, I guess we have watched like 3 games, so these have been really interesting games, in all honesty.
Yeah, just now we saw extremely skillful play. We have some interesting choices when it comes to the active point in time when cards are being activated today. Yeah,
the chat is going absolutely insane.
Mind games at this age.
Mind hacks.
Yeah. Well done to him. Honestly, he doesn't deserve to lose this right now, but there can only be one. There can only be one player advancing to the finals here from this match. All right. There is your way to get around the Prime Monarch.
Yeah. Like people in the chat here are saying, "Oh, he didn't mind game him. He didn't mean to do that. He so meant to do that.
Yeah.
He so knew that.
You could see it on his face.
He was smirking. That wasn't a smile. That was a smirk.
When he accessed his deck afterwards and shuffled them back, you could clearly tell he got what he wanted.
Yeah.
He did mind game him. I dare you. I double dare you.
Yeah, give me
Just-
give me Stormforth.
Yeah, never again claim that he didn't try to mind game his opponent. All right, Dante's out. So
Still, I think there's a reasonable amount of monsters on the board here for him not to lose, and he's got Prime again.
yeah. Madman Chi, I think that's how you're supposed to spell it, or pronounce it, excuse me. So you could have crashed Edia into Levier, get back Pantheism, resolve it once more, hope to draw Monarch, and win the game.
Yeah. However, if he'd have, we're playing for a spot in the World Championships here. I think that taking that risk was not necessarily worth it.
Well, we are. Isn't this one of these situations where you say go big or go home? Or not quite yet.
No, I'd rather not go big and go to Florida. In all
Go to
honesty.
Disneyland.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, what do we have here? I gotta say, it looks pretty good for Gabriele. Yes, there is the Prime Monarch, but still, that's quite the field.
All of his monsters have got really small attack points. Only Beatrice can get over the Prime Monarch right now on this board. So it all depends on what the third monster's going to be. He's running out of Extric, isn't he? This game feels like it's been going on forever.
Yeah.
So another Break Sword. Yeah, so he's going to try and, again, yeah, only Beatrice. Eidos. So he's going to get Eddie's effect here. Yeah, it's Dark Rebellion Dragon. Okay, so that can get over it as well. Still, he doesn't lose yet. All it takes is for him to draw a big Monarch here to be back in the game.
But as we saw earlier, it's not especially his
Forte.
yeah. He's not so good at drawing Monarchs.
No.
He did draw for his turn, I think.
It was a
Got
spell
4
card.
cards
It's a
now?
Pantheism. Yeah, so he can...
Pantheism.
Oh, did he just... No, I think he added that back with Edia. Yeah, he just added that back with
yeah,
Edia.
okay. Yeah, a bit too quick there. I just saw he draw a card, so I was like, yep, that's it. Okay, there's an attack, and the question is, when do you use the Prime Monarch?
Hey, you use it as soon as the first attack from a 2,000
Yeah,
attacker comes
so
in.
you don't get more damage than you have to
Yeah,
get.
I don't know why he didn't attack with Levia first.
No, Levia attacked over the monster.
Oh, did it?
levels,
Okay, yeah, that
So
makes sense. That's the
it-
correct...
I think it was the correct sequence.
Yeah.
All right. Strahinia now left with, what's it going to be? 4,000 life points, roughly?
Yeah, roughly. I mean, Dark Rebellion's 25 plus a bit from Edia, as well as the... so about 45, so he's going to have at least 3,000 life points left. Maybe a touch more.
2 face downs for Gabriele. And he does have an effect Veiler in hand. That's a Phantom Knight Fogblade face down.
Yeah, he's got
And 2
plenty of
copies.
effect negation.
That doesn't look good.
No.
We don't have the current life points, but I think we're going to have those shortly. But, yeah, 2 Fogblades face down. That looks quite good.
Wow.
And I think there was another spell.
No, that's Edia. He drew another Edia. He has had all of his squires and no monarchs. Wow. That's it.
That is sad.
That is
Really
really,
sad.
really sad. Yeah, I mean, he can twin twisters.
That is cute and all, but not effective. Ah, this must be crushing. This must be crushing for Strahinia.
He's just trying to protect himself now.
Yeah. But we know
I
That's
don't
not
think
gonna
he
be-
can.
that's not going to do much, or is it?
I'm trying to work out if he's
And
still going to
Gabriele
be
now
alive.
has the monsters to simply attack over it.
No, I think he has enough to stay alive.
Oh, you think? That's-
Okay, Veiler's Edia. For what reason, I do not know. Oh, okay, he's scared of him having a big monarch. We know that he
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah. Sometimes it's really hard when you do have perfect information. You're just like, why is he doing that? It's obvious.
Yeah.
There's nothing coming. But we can only say that because we have perfect information.
That's
There it
it.
is. That is the handshake. And Gabriele from Italy.
The final draw was
Ugh.
Majesty's Fiend. Oh, there's his mum.
Yeah,
Runs in.
let's just
for the
say that's a
hug.
little too late. There you see Gabriele's mom.
Final card.
Being super excited about that victory. But Strahinja, like, well played to him.
Really
We've
well
seen
played.
one of the coolest mind games that we've seen all weekend so far.
Yeah.
And like some of you said, at that age, that was extremely impressive.
Yeah, from the little dragon duel.
Absolutely.
Duelist.
Yeah. Well done to Gabriele. He's going to fly to Orlando, Florida. I think he's going to take his mom, judging from her reaction.
Yeah, she's
And
loving
she's
it.
going to be like, well, okay, in return, I'm going to take you to some of the theme parks there or something like that. Because it's going to be fair.
Got
It's gonna
to
be
when you're
cool.
there.
All right, guys. Our round 11 feature match is basically underway already. We are now talking to Rob so he can fill us in a little bit what happened in that match. And then, of course, we're going to try and move these guys to our feature match table so you can see something. There is a chance that they are currently in the second game and that one guy, the same guy that won the first game, is going to win the second game. If that were to happen, we don't have a feature match.
No.
Let's hope that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
If we can show you anything, I promise, guys, we're going to show it to you. With that, we're going to take a very short break, and hopefully we're going to be back in just a second. Pray for feature match.